Hey, hello Bax Music, my name is Martin and I'm very happy that you're watching a new video on the Bax Music UK YouTube channel. In this video I'll be having a look at two brand new products from Devine. Right after the video that I released last time about the Venture mobile PA speaker, we now have the Devine Sound Scouts. I'm gonna talk quickly about the difference between the Venture Mobile and of course these two Sound Scouts, and then I'm gonna dive a little deeper about what makes these things so great. So without further ado, let's check them out. To start off, quickly the differences between the Sound Scouts and the Venture Mobile, which I have just sitting out of frame, I'm recording these back to back, is that the Venture Mobile is more geared toward being a music system for parties, events, and with capabilities on board that definitely make it great for speaking at those parties or events. But I feel like that one is geared a little bit more as a PA speaker for parties. This is more designed as a mobile, all-in-one, still like very affordable PA solution. So you'll use this more as a PA system rather than the Venture Mobile, which you'll use more as still as a PA system, but more narrowed down, focused to a specific task. These are very broad, and I'm going to tell you why in this video. I'm going to start off with the Sound Scouts by telling you about the differences. They're very few and far between. Most of the features on these are the same. So I'm going to start with the differences and then I'm going to treat them as one unit. So let's check out the differences to start out with. We have the Sound Scout 12 and we have the Sound Scout 15. And of course the 12 and the 15 is pointing towards the size of the main woofer that is inside these units, and this changes a couple of things about some of the specifications, mostly sound related. The 12-inch has a maximum SPL of 108 decibels, while the 15 has a maximum SPL of 110. So that means there is a 2 decibel difference between these two, and because this has a smaller woofer, it also has less of a bass extension. This goes down to 62 Hertz in the low end, this goes down to 60 Hertz in the low end. So you gain 2 Hertz with the Sound Scout 15. And of course, because this is a bigger unit, it weighs a bit more. This weighs 10.8 kilograms, and I'm gonna have to cheat. This weighs 13.9 kilograms. I looked at my sheet for a second. And those are really all the differences that you'll find between these units. So let's start going and have a look at these, going top to bottom, though I'm gonna make a couple of hops and skips to make everything a little bit more clear. Starting at the top, we have a nice little retractable handle that we can use to trolley this around, because at the bottom, there's my hop and a skip, we find the wheels that we can use to put these at an angle and roll them around. Even though this is only 10.8 kilograms, this is only 13.9. It's still nice if you have the ability to just roll them from place to place when the flooring is suitable to do it like so. And when they retract, they're stuck in place quite nicely. I'm going to open them up because I like leaning on these. They feel very sturdy and nice. At the side we also find a couple of handles. Makes it easy to move them from place to place if you need to lift them up somewhere. And of course the housing, as we're used to with Devine, is very, very rugged and durable. And at the front, of course, we find a nice metal grille to protect it from debris, from bumps, and all that nastiness. What I've done now is I've turned the Sound Scout 12 around, and we're going to have a look at the back of this beautiful PA system. And what you'll see, especially if you came from the last video about the Venture Mobile, is that you'll notice a lot more options available on the back. Starting at the top here, we find our main media player, and we can connect a variety of sources to this. We can use a SD card, we can use a USB stick, or we can connect this up via Bluetooth, and from here we can control our media. So we can pause, start, stop, skip, fast forward, the things that you'll expect from a media player. So all the basic controls are there to control the music that you put in through the media player through one of the means I just listed. Below that we find another very important section of the Sound Scout, which is our mixer section. One thing that is important right off the get-go when looking at the mic gain control is that we have two microphone inputs that are below there through TRS connection or 6.3mm jack cable. They both go to the same gain control. So if you're connecting two microphones, do make sure that they're kind of similar as far as the level of gain they require is concerned, because that of course affects it when you have only one control for both. Next to that we find our line level control for our line input, which we find below there as well, which is a RCA input, the famous red and white connectors you connect up through there for your line input. In the middle we find a control for echo, so you can dial in some echo if you want it on your sound or not. You can of course turn it off. Next to that we find our level control for whatever we put through our media player, so your MP3 volume. And next to that we have a master control to control everything. I've already went over the mic inputs, I've went over the line input, but next to the line input we have an RCA out for our mix out, so we can send the mix somewhere else over RCA. And next to that, to round off the mixer section here, we have a 5-band graphical equalizer, so that's a lot of control, which also indicates that it's a little bit more of a PA focused system. So there's mixing controls on board to make your mix sound the way you want it to. Below that we find our controls for our wireless inputs, and these are built to connect up with the Sound Scout microphone or belt pack. The microphone is of course great for your normal speaking arrangements where you just have to talk through a microphone. It's kind of nice to just hold a microphone, talk into it. If you want a little bit more freedom, you can also get the belt pack, so you can connect a lav mic or a headset which loops behind your ear. Gives you a lot more freedom with your hands to move around, to do things, and depending on what you need you can connect one or two of these microphones, and it has the appropriate level controls to match. I'm going to quickly gloss over this one. You do have a separate power input if you want to power the speaker from somewhere else. It's fairly rarely used, but you do have that option. But below that we do find our antenna connection, so we can connect two antennas to this to connect to your wireless microphones. Below that we have a on-off switch, and of course on the other side we have a power connector, so you can charge this thing up. I want to say the most impressive thing about these two mobile PA systems is the battery life. 20 hours of wireless PA goodness. It doesn't matter where you go, it will just fulfill the event, no questions asked. And with the low price point, if 20 hours isn't enough, you can easily get two and still be out very, very cheap. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope the specifications helped you in making a decision on which one of these two you want, or maybe you want to have a second look at the Venture Mobile. Of course, links to everything is in the description below. You can click there, check them out, and decide which one would be the best for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up would be greatly appreciated, and of course I'd love to see your comments, so do leave them down below. I love to read them. For more videos like this one, you can subscribe for free to the Bax Music UK YouTube channel, and of course that is where I'd love to see you again on the next one. Bye bye.